Welcome back. Welcome back. Another episode, the Over Under Podcast, our Sunday Fantasy Focus Edition.
Mm-hmm.
Got myself, Aaron Steyer, CEO Nate Mullins, John Sherman as always, and the wizard Greg Kinn on the ones and twos. Thank you guys for coming on. But let's get right into it.
Let's get it.
Before we start, like, share the video. Go follow our Instagram at the over.underpod, our Facebook page, over/under podcast.
Leave a review, man.
Yes.
Still waiting.
And it's the best way to see our mortal locks every week, which we are 13-2-1.
Spicy.
So we are
spicy.
Get our mortal locks. Also, on there you can comment to see or to put in a comment for our punishment of the week.
Punishments, yep. They're usually posted Friday night, Saturday mornings.
Yep. So we'll get that going. And also follow us on Action Bet.
Yeah, please.
Yep. All of myself, Aaron, Dalton, John has one too. All of them are first _ last name. So I think in the video you can see what it is. So go follow us on Action Bet. John's got one too. John, do you know your username on Action Bet?
It's JSherman51725.
There you go. We'll post them and get them. Well, like I've stated before, Action Bet doesn't give us any money to say this. This is just how purely good this app is and how much of a tool it can be for someone that's in this game.
Yep. And it's got all the
follow all our picks.
Yeah, all our picks, and you can get all the bonuses from the sports books.
Yeah, all the promo codes for leading up into
it's got them all on
January 1st.
Everything.
Yeah.
So get in there. Also, our daily fantasy pool.
Mm-hmm.
Over under boys are 4-9, looking to go 5-9.
500's looking rough. 500's looking rough. We gotta win out.
I don't know if you know this, but the number one player in our daily fantasy pool is here today. He's sitting in the middle.
There he is.
What?
He didn't even know. He didn't even know.
You're the number one overall player in our daily fantasy
the entire
pool.
year. Yeah, most consistent.
Nice. I like that.
So, I need some picks today, Nate.
All right. Let's get into it.
We do have our Week 14 punishment announcement.
Yep. And it was actually a comment coming from you, big dude.
What?
What? Spill the beans, Joe Dog. Spill
you
the
guys
beans.
are gonna do this?
So, whoever loses, whoever has the least amount of wins in the NFL slate today, we're giving our 4 p.m. picks, Sunday night picks, Monday night picks right now. But the loser will have to tape their eyelids open for a whole show.
We're talking. It's gonna be some.
That's just some creepy ass shit.
That's torture. That is torture. But I
clockwork orange stuff right there, man.
I'm just gonna win, so I don't have to worry about it. So we both started off 0-1 with the Thursday night, so we're still even.
That's good stuff.
I'm not looking forward to that if I do end up taking the L, but
that might be worse than the fucking chip, honestly.
My eyes are watering just thinking about it.
Psychologically, that might be worse than the chip, bro.
That's mental strength right there, folks.
Imagine watching this podcast and you just have somebody just staring at you the entire time. Eyes
this is the lock of the week, folks. I promise. Just best bet if I do lose and have to go through this, I'm gonna be so dramatic and.
Dude. I think Greggy, are you still working on the wheel? Or are you ready?
Just about.
All right, let's talk about the RB Navy game real quick.
Oh, puke.
How
our whole over under crew was on the under.
Great game.
It was looking great. You had a 0-0 at the end of the first quarter.
When's the last time the over hit?
16 years ago.
Jeez, I mean, like that was a sure bet as a sure bet can get, man.
But then when I started looking into shit after, and then like. The point total has never been set that low. If the point total was set at 32 every single year, it would have went over. It would have went 8-7 to the over. Okay. And I didn't think about it like that. You live and you learn. You live and you learn. I was sick. I got my butt burnt on that one. I think we all did. But
and that tied for the lowest over under ever, right?
Since 32 is the lowest ever just since they started keeping track. Correct.
But we had 3 winners of our ball rights giveaway.
The exact point. I mean,
exact
4 bags of chips we've been handing out now.
Yeah. We had 3 people.
Shout out ball rights. First things first. Shout out ball rights. The fact that we are able to do this is incredible. We are very grateful for that.
Very grateful. And those chips are so good.
Man.
Ohio State edition, the jalapeno popper, the buffalo ranch,
cheddar slider, classic, all of them, top to bottom.
God, bro, they're so good.
5-star, man.
So good. But yeah, my brother Sam won.
Yep.
Who else won? Who were the other 2?
So Dalton's father-in-law Mario won the first one. Well, now his mother-in-law, his wife, won this one, Amy Martinez. And then we had a third winner, our buddy, Brandon Gibson.
Yes.
He knows nothing about football. A total wing in the dark. But congrats, B-Bum, congrats.
Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Knows nothing. Dalton just told him to put a number in.
He said just throw a number in there, so he did, and ding, 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 bag of chips coming your way.
And then my brother did actual research for it.
He did homework, didn't he?
Like the last so many years, the average score is like 36.8, so he put 37.
Such a little mini Joey.
Absolutely insane.
You guys ready for a punishment?
Let's do it. So.
So me and John had a little prop bet set up last week. Loser had to take a spin at the spicy sauce wheel. It could be spicy, could be not, depending on the sauce you get. Nonetheless, I had Mike White 250 yards, 2 touchdowns. He smashed the yardage part of it out of the ballpark, but 0 touchdowns, 2 picks. So I'm a man of my word. So let's see what sauce I'm gonna have to be eating for breakfast.
Here we go.
Good morning, Donnie. I saw that. Good morning, fellas. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, that's fancy.
Oh,
Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Please,
Carolina Reaper.
Please be the mango.
Carolina Reaper.
What is it?
It looks like jalapeno.
Jalapeno. Hey, that's not too bad. That's not too bad.
Jalapeno hot
That ain't
sauce.
bad. Jalapeno chip.
Even though it looks like something, and I don't even want to.
It looks like baby puke.
It looks like, yeah.
You got off pretty easy.
If you think, dude, look at that.
I don't know. We'll see.
Jalapeno is definitely better than Carolina Reaper.
Or wasabi. Or
Wasabi was the one I was scared of the most.
Yeah.
That would have been rough on the taste buds this bright and early.
Yeah, wasabi
Can
is.
someone with half a brain open this?
Let's see. Can you pull this off here? You just got to keep twisting until it comes open. That's what I usually do with stuff like this.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
12?
7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Damn.
Or they put
We got
childproof on
11
this.
more left.
There we go. Go, 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 go.
Oh boy.
The whole thing. Now, there is some jalapeno cheddar ball rights here. That would go pretty well with your jalapeno sauce.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's right.
I mean, on the plus side, it's definitely not going to be as bad as the one chip.
It looks so gross, bro.
So you want to get into
Just smell. All that jalapeno. Just smell.
I smell it. I smell all of it. Yep.
Oh, that looks like really thin.
Oof.
Super watery.
So good.
That sauce sucks.
Good.
Well, all right. Let's get to our key game time decisions while Steyer's eating his jalapeno hot sauce.
To wash it down with coffee, too.
So the first two, Deontay Johnson for the Pittsburgh Squealers and DK Metcalf for the Seahawks. Both game time decisions, both supposed to play today. Kenneth Walker III, Amari Cooper. I know Amari Cooper's playing. Is Kenneth Walker III supposed to play today? I believe he is, correct?
Yeah.
Yep. So Kenneth Walker is playing. Trevor Lawrence, Zay Jones, huge parts of that Jacksonville offense. Both are playing today. Are you all right?
It tastes so bad, bro. It's not spicy at all, but it is so tart. The sauce. It's like pickle juice, bro.
Yes.
Good thing it's 9:51 in the morning. Trevor Lawrence, Zay Jones, Jacksonville Jaguars, Duval, baby. Are they playing today? They are supposed to play.
Trevor's definitely playing. I'm pretty sure Zay Jones is going to be in. Oh, Walker's not expected to play. Neither is DJ Dallas. They're down to the third string running back.
Kenneth Walker not playing. Plot twist.
Yeah, so it sounds like what's Homer is going to be a Travis Homer.
Travis Homer from Miami.
Be
Yeah.
the first. Well, he's in Seattle now, but he came from Miami.
Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Kadarius Toney, Saquon Barkley. Toney with the Chiefs, obviously. Barkley with the Giants. Toney is playing, right?
No, he's out. He's already
out?
rolled out. Yeah.
God damn it. Barkley is playing.
Yes.
They're playing the Eagles today. That's a great game. Leonard Fournette, Damian Harris. Leonard Fournette is playing, I believe, right? He's dealing with some rib injuries.
I'm pretty sure he's supposed to give it a go.
Supposed to. Damian Harris is supposed to play, correct?
He's doubtful.
Doubtful.
So more than likely not, which means Ramondre could be,
The guy.
yeah.
And then Jacoby Myers is out today.
Yes, he is.
Hate to see it.
Yeah. So Devontae Parker, look out for him Monday night. Next man up for New England.
Yeah. How about that? All right, let's get into it. Week 14, best and worst matchups. Quarterbacks.
You want it?
I can go first. Kirk does his Cousins going against the Detroit Lions today.
1 o'clock.
Damn it.
1 o'clock, Kirk. Don't get me wrong.
good.
We're going to talk about this game here in a minute when we get to our picks.
Oh, are we?
But I still believe Kirk's going to have a really good day. I mean, that offense is electric. Justin Jefferson, Dalvin Cook, Adam Thielen, and newest addition, T.J. Hawkinson. Kirk's probably going to throw for a lot, 275, 3 tugs, which is why I love the over in this game. But I have a different take.
What's the take?
I think Detroit wins this game.
Ooh.
I think I'm falling in the same category, but we'll get into that.
Yep, we'll get into it. Who's your quarterback, Steyer?
My quarterback, who on the other side of the same game, is
I love
Jared
the
Goff
over.
of the Detroit Lions, and I'm going to tell you why. The Vikings have allowed the most passing yards per game and the 4th most fantasy points to quarterbacks since Week 6. Over the last 2 games, they've let both Mac Jones, trash, and Mike White, not so trash,
A backup.
put up over 350 yards against them. And outside of that, it's pedal to the metal with Jameson Williams for the Lions today. That is a guy that can take the top off.
Yes.
And I think he's going to do so today, at least one time. Goff's going to sling it.
Yep.
That's it.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Nate, you got a quarterback to start today?
Believe it or not, I really like Jalen Hurts against that New York Giants defense.
Yeah,
I know
I
the Giants
love
defense
Jalen
has
Hurts.
been good lately. You know, they kept it respectable in most regards, but I think Philly's going to go off today. I think they're going for at least 30.
Yeah, I
And
think
I think this is going to be a fun game for Jalen Hurts.
it's an MVP type statement game.
Yes.
If he
Yep.
wants to be that
Yep.
guy, this is these divisional rivalry games
Yeah.
where he's got to
Yes.
make that statement.
Absolutely.
I love it. I think they're on the road tonight.
Yeah,
today
it's,
too.
It's, yep.
In New York, if you go there, beat the Giants, knock them out of playoff contention, pretty much,
Oh,
and win yourself the NFC East.
And it's supposed to be
Statement.
cold there too. So
But that team is built for it, man. That team's crazy.
Except for Devontae Smith.
Except for him.
He's not really built for the
He's
cold.
built like me, except 6 inches taller.
John, who's your quarterback today?
I got Geno Smith.
Love
so a couple weeks ago,
Love
I mentioned 4 straight games, 2 touchdowns, 200 yards. Well, he's actually up at the 6 for each, and he's had 300 yards each of their last 2 games against a middle of the pack Carolina defense.
Fuck
And I
yes.
feel like he could have a big game at home. Feeling good things about this one.
I agree.
I
I
love
agree.
it.
Who's
I
your
love
running back, John?
I got Zeke.
Zeke.
So about a month
OH,
ago,
baby.
I was ready just to be completely done with him.
I think everyone was.
He's just you could tell he's done. Like he's kind of hit that end of the career wall.
Yep.
But he's actually had a touchdown in 5 straight games that he's played. Plus his yardage has been pretty decent too. So I think he's got double digits all 5 of those weeks as well, which the touchdowns help. But like it just seems like a smart game against the worst defense against running backs.
Did you see that?
I
stat?
saw that, but
That's a
I
crazy.
guarantee those defenses weren't
So
the Niners defenses.
that's a good thing. That's what I'm saying. Tom Brady's lost to the first time starter.
Oh, those were all losses.
Yes. It was so Tom Brady had just said has played a first time starting
Yeah.
quarterback 12 times and he's 0 for 12. Brock Purdy today.
BCB, baby.
Holy smokes. Lock it in.
BCB.
BCB.
Steyer, who's
You
your
want to
running
tell
back?
us what that means?
No, I'm good. You can. Who's your running back, Steyer?
So actually, I'm going against John a little bit. Same team, same backfield. I got Tony Pollard versus the Texans. So any running back who gets the majority carries, which Pollard's getting the majority right now in that backfield. Zeke's getting a 40%. Pollard's 60 is how I'd put it. But Pollard has proved that he is getting the higher upside between the two, and Pollard has scored over 20 fantasy points in 4 of the last 5 games. So
Like I feel like it's just a combination of the two, or just
they're
absolutely
both probably going to
wearing
have over
teams
10
down.
to 15 points.
Yeah, like
Zeke at like 10 to 15, Pollard over 20.
and
That
like,
offensive line is really clearing some lanes.
Yes.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gotten healthy, and it's
Same story every year, isn't the
Yep.
Cowboys line just always
well. And the thing with both those guys is like it's not so much like it's not a split. They're both also getting touchdowns as well.
Absolutely.
Every week it seems
Absolutely.
like, to where they're both good for 10 to 15 points every week at least, to where they're both viable, which is really weird for a pair of running backs in the same backfield.
Love it. Nate, you got a running back to start today?
I like Deontay Foreman.
okay. I like that for
Ooh.
fantasy purposes.
I really like
Love to hear
that.
that.
He's got a good matchup against that Seattle defense. I mean,
Agreed.
they really they've given up a lot on the ground this year. I think they're like 30th, 29th against the run.
They're a lot better against the pass.
Yeah. So it is on. You just can't hear me. You're good. But yeah, I think that's a good matchup. I like Deontay Foreman. He's put together a pretty solid campaign.
For sure. He absolutely has.
For coming in.
Once they dipped off on CMC,
Yeah.
Like he's looking at that like decent contract for like a 2 or 3 year deal.
Absolutely.
I mean, this is a guy that was out of the league like 2 years ago?
I think this past year.
Yeah, this past year. So, I mean, he's taking advantage of this opportunity. I like him against that Seattle defense today.
I agree. And I mean, where does the production of Carolina's offense come from? It's DJ Moore's fell off the face of the earth.
He's been decent. I remember
not to what he was, dude.
One of you two said he was like one of the worst starts, and he ended up going off for like 120 and a touchdown.
It was probably Joey.
I think it was Joey. But like,
had to be Joey.
He hasn't.
Would never be me. I would never say anything like that.
That was the Falcons week.
Yeah.
He caught a fucking 64-yard Hail Mary.
That counts.
Yeah, but I mean, come on. Like, how do you expect that?
I mean, come on.
Fucking Hail Mary, bro.
But like, who else are they throwing to?
I don't fucking know.
Like-
The Panthers suck.
They're handing it to Foreman in a few little times.
Terrence
Chuba
Marshall.
Terrence Marshall, yeah.
Terrence Marshall.
They suck. The Panthers suck. Yeah.
Looking for that next quarterback.
They suck.
John, you already gave
my
your
running back.
running
Panthers
back.
are missing Baker Mayfield right now.
Yeah, if he's
That's
going to
what's
fucking
going
play
on.
like that.
BDB found himself.
It was good for the Browns, too.
Here's the thing. When Baker doesn't know, like when Baker isn't thinking too much and he's just reacting to what he's seeing.
He's solid.
I mean, you saw that when he first came into the
He
league
can
against the
sling it.
Jets. He can sling it. Just let him go out there and just see the field and react to what he's seeing. Don't make him think too much.
We've kind of made this. You just got to let Fields be Fields. Like if you just let Baker just kind of do his thing, like he can
Almost
be
the
productive
exact
enough.
opposite of Justin Fields.
You got to play to his strengths.
But like if you just kind of let him do what he needs to do, like he's gonna find success. And
That's crazy.
That's where it was in that playoff run.
Yeah.
Was they just kind of let Baker just call the shots, and obviously it fell apart the following season because he got hurt.
He got too cocky.
Well, play calling got really predictable too.
Well, yeah.
I love this right now.
I just don't think they helped him. After that, I mean, he was completing 90% of his passes before he got hurt.
Oh,
For whatever reason, they stopped playing to his strengths after that and started making him throw the ball down the field because they were like, "Oh, you want to play hurt? All right, well here, let's drop back in shotgun and Anyways, let's get off of Baker Mayfield. Let's get off. Let's keep moving on with this running back conversation. Joe, you got a running back, right?
Yes. Two of them, actually.
Two.
The Miami backfield of Jeff Wilson Jr. and Raheem Mostert. Mike McDaniels, it's not running back. It's really Mike McDaniels likes who he rides whoever's hot that day.
Yeah.
It could be either one. They both run very similar.
I mean, it's the Kyle Shanahan way. It's where he learned.
Yep.
And they're both fucking home run hitters, too. Like, they can go bust that bitch open. And I can see a lot of times, get the fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here. See, this is what we got to deal with, bro. But
this is where we're at.
That bitch open, huh? All
yes.
Right. Moving on.
I love Miami and I love the over in that game. So I can see.
You caught me off guard there.
I can tell. But I can see that Miami breaking a lot of big runs in that higher red zone, 25, 30 yards when they're expecting a deep shot to Tyreek Hill or Jalen Waddle.
Don't hate it.
Receiver time.
My receiver?
Give it.
My receiver is Christian Kirk of the Jacksonville Jaguars against the Tennessee Titans today. And I'm going to tell you why. Kirk has scored 16-plus fantasy points in 3 of the last 4 games. He's had 8 or more targets in each of those 4 games, and the Titans are allowing the most fantasy points to the receiver position this year.
Love it.
Plain
Christian
and simple.
Kirk, huh?
Plain and simple. Yes, sir.
You like Jacksonville today?
I like Christian Kirk today, I said.
Okay. Just wondering. I like Tyler Lockett today against Carolina. I think that Carolina defense is going to be focusing on DK Metcalf. I can see a lot of deep balls, which fucking Geno Smith can sling it, bro.
No,
He throws a great deep ball.
I mean, it just took him 10 years, but he finally figured out the NFL.
Figured it out.
Pete Carroll helped him out a lot.
So I can see a couple of those going to Tyler Lockett today with multiple scores. I love Taylor Lockett today.
I like it.
Nate,
receiver. I like, I really like this Minnesota-Detroit matchup, but I love Detroit in this game to put up a lot of yardage, and Amon-Ra St. Brown is my guy today.
All right.
He is going to go off against that Minnesota secondary. I really see it. I think this is going to be a big-time game for Amon-Ra St. Brown.
I love
Probably
it.
at least 10 catches, 150 yards.
Fucking line stinks, bro.
It smells like shit.
It stinks.
The
this
line
line stinks.
Yeah.
Oh, how
We'll get to it. We'll get to it. We'll get
You
to
got a
it.
5-win team favored over a 10-win team, but we'll get into it.
Yeah.
John, your receiver.
I got Garrett Wilson.
Mike White.
No, it's not even
Tre'Davious
Mike.
White?
It's not even Mike White. It's Wilson has been this nasty these last 2
He
weeks,
is
has
so
been.
fucking good.
and I think White is still Tre'Davious White is still getting healthy, even though he's back. So Wilson has a chance to take advantage of him. And the last game that Wilson played against Buffalo, he had 890.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a solid matchup in which I think you could see 90 yards and a touchdown out of him today.
I like it.
All right.
Tight end?
Reverse. Tight end, John.
I got Big Pat.
Move.
Baltimore is 10th. They gave up the 10th most points against tight ends. If you look at it, he's been Pickett's favorite target,
Oh yeah.
and he has been steady getting those yards and catches the last month and a half.
He goes and gets that thing. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Fucking Pat. Nate, you got a tight end for the day?
It's kind of a sleeper. I think Dalton Schultz might have a pretty big
Okay.
game
I
love
against
Dalton
us.
Schultz.
This Houston Texans defense gives up a lot down the seams.
Yes.
Their outside coverage with Stingley, if he's out there, they have a pretty good secondary.
Yeah.
But their linebacking core really isn't that good. And they give up a lot over the middle and up the seam. I feel like this could be a big game for Dalton Schultz. And Dak Prescott loves him some Dalton Schultz.
He definitely does.
Facts.
He definitely does.
Facts.
Joey, what do you got? You homer?
Speaking off that, the David Njoku. I love David Njoku coming back after injury. And now with Deshaun Watson, roughly weak last week. But obviously some very bad throws. But I think Browns fans, like Nate said, Texans aren't very good up the seams. David Njoku is one of the best tight ends going up the seams.
You're not playing the Texans.
I know, but what I'm saying is, I think Browns fans saw that we missed him in our offense last week.
Oh, yeah.
in the passing game,
For sure.
because there's a lot of times if it's 3rd and 7, we're running an option route with fucking David Njoku.
And Deshaun might
Yeah,
throw
and
it.
Harrison Bryant
At his
is not.
shoestrings.
I mean, they missed
Get the
they
fuck
missed
outta here.
Njoku, but Watson missed a lot of balls too.
He did, but it was also
Hopefully,
his
if
first
Njoku's
game,
gonna have a good day, I hope he's ready for some shoestring catches.
was
That's
his-
all I got to say.
first game in 700 days.
Yeah.
First game in 700 days.
And this is only the second.
But I
It takes
Exactly.
time, dog.
Exactly. That's why I think it's going to get a little bit better today. David Njoku helps, and he catches a touchdown today. Who's your tight end, Steyer?
My tight end is my fantasy tight end in our league. It's TJ Hawkinson against the Lions, and we got
I
a
love
big
it.
old revenge game here. And Hawkinson is tied with Travis Kelce for the most receptions among tight ends since being traded to the Vikings in Week 9. Plus, the Lions are allowing the 5th most fantasy points per game to tight ends this season. I mean, Hawk's going off. Point
love
blank, period. Hawk's going off today.
I like it.
Love it. Love it. All
I
right,
like
let's
that.
get into our worst matchups today.
Let's do
These
it.
are guys you want to stay away from. Sit them. Obviously, some of them you have to play.
I
Just
can't
like this
wait.
guy Steyer's about to talk about, you have to play him. What a hot take this is.
Worst quarterback start of the day. Josh Allen of the Buffalo
Oh,
Bills
don't tell me that.
playing the New York Football Jets.
No.
The Jets have not allowed an opposing quarterback to hit 250 yards or throw for more than one touchdown in any game since Week 3. Buffalo was involved in games since then.
Yep.
They played Week 4. They have allowed just 4 passing touchdowns over their last 9 games.
One of those was a Justin Jefferson. So
I'm telling you,
that's
dude,
crazy.
Josh Allen's not going to have one of those Josh Allen days. I'm not saying he's going to go out there and go
No, this Jets defense is legit.
8 for 32, nothing like that. But don't expect your 3-touchdown, 300-yard game from Josh
No.
Allen today. Do not.
no, this Jets defense is fucking legit.
They got the sauce.
They got Sauce, that Jermaine Johnson
They got
off
the
the
sauce.
edge. Dude, they are
I would say
loaded.
CJ Mosley is having a revival season as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
They have guys all over that defense.
People forgot about him being a menace in Baltimore.
Yeah.
He's just doing it
Quinn
up
and
with-
Williams at D tackle.
Oh,
yes.
Whoo, menace.
and his brother at linebacker.
Menace.
Dude, they are just stacked. My QB to stay away from or sit, Russell Wilson.
Easy work.
He just fucking sucks. He stinks. Everything about the Denver Broncos stinks except their defense. Offensively, they are the worst team in the NFL, and they are an embarrassment to football.
And their ability to hit the under.
Yeah, well, their ability to hit the under is really good.
That's what I'm saying.
They're very good. 1-11 or 11
and 1, yeah.
But Russell Wilson stinks, smells so bad. Sit him today.
Who you got,
who's
Nate?
your guy?
Kyler Murray against that New England. I'm telling you, dude.
Fourth grader down in Arizona.
I know that this is a Monday night game. I know I'm not supposed to be picking Monday night games.
No, you
but
you can. That's fair.
That one is one. If you have him in your lineup right now, find somebody else right now.
Yep.
Right now.
He's
I'm
playing.
telling you, you got 2.5 hours, 3 hours to set your lineups. Do it right now. Find another quarterback, whether you got him on your bench or on the waiver wire.
And
Against
Bill-
New England,
Bill
I'm telling you right
Belichick
now,
will
Bill
figure.
Belichick's going to make that kid cry.
Yep. Seeing ghosts. He
I'm
will
just
be
saying.
seeing.
Like,
Him and Cliff might get in a fist fight on the sidelines.
there's,
Straight up.
it might be the blowing up because Bill Belichick on Monday night, that's
You give him an extra day. Are you kidding
Yeah.
me? An
Yeah,
extra
good
Bill
luck.
Belichick an extra day?
Best of luck
You're
to you,
fucked.
Cliff.
You're
Best
fucked.
of luck
Yeah.
to you.
yeah, that's my guy to stay away from.
John,
this
who
week.
you got? Oh, I love it. Let's go.
All right, so
such
Steyer
a
had him
fuck.
last week. I got him this week. It's Deshaun Watson.
And was I wrong when I did it
No,
last
you
week?
were right.
Thank you.
I want to say you said like 180 touchdown and like 70 yards. Yeah, he didn't hit any of those numbers.
Not even close. Worse than expected.
But so he played for the first time in 2 years last week. Was expecting a rocky start, which is what we saw. But since he's number 6 against quarterbacks,
Yeah,
this
they're
year,
very good.
Like they're really good.
They get to the quarterback.
They're a
Sam
good
Hubbard
defense.
and Hendrickson, they get there.
And they are gonna like with seeing what he was last week, they're gonna have a game plan for him this week.
Yep.
And since he has a lot of playmakers on that defense that
Yes.
nobody knows about,
Mike Hilton,
Logan Wilson's another one.
Logan Wilson,
That was a bullshit pass interference call in the Super Bowl.
Jesse Bates.
Bates has been bad this year.
Oh, has he?
He has been bad this year.
He was good
got
last year.
paid.
Good. DPJ over the top.
He got paid.
Yeah, there you go. Once they get paid, they take a
Yeah,
step back. That's a
franchise.
He
fact.
got franchised, so it's all guaranteed, and he wants out. So at this point, it's just why do you give a shit when you
is that
when you
what
know
it
you're
is?
not going to be there the next year? But then you got Hendrickson and Hubbard on the ends,
Dogs.
like these guys are gonna look to keep Watson in the pocket and make him uncomfortable all day.
Shut the fuck up.
Who's your running back, John? John.
Etienne. I love this kid, but it's not a good matchup today. Tennessee gives up the 3rd least amount of points to running backs.
Solid defense.
They actually give up the 2nd least amount of rushing yards to running backs this year.
Ooh.
And I just feel like it's not a great matchup for him. I feel like it's a game that you see Trevor Lawrence kind of take the reins. And whether it's going to be good or bad, I don't know. But I just feel
I like Trevor Lawrence.
yeah.
I
That
like
Baltimore game sold me
They-
a little
they
bit when
ju-
he
they
was
just
he
have
got
to
that
get
game
him
winning
a-
drive. He
they-
looked good,
yeah.
dude.
They
He
have
looked
to
crisp.
get him a true number 1. So if they go out
Yeah.
and get the kid from USC or Smith and Jigba, like if you
I don't
go,
know if
Smith and Jigba is not a true number 1. He's
Yeah, I
a
don't know
slot.
if he can be number 1 in the league.
okay. But like if you like go
agree.
get yourself like a big body receiver and be like, hey, we're giving you a number 1. You got 3 years to get this
Mr.
shit figured
Hyatt?
out.
Jalen Hyatt.
I mean, I like the kid from LSU a ton. I've mentioned that before, but he's not.
I think
he doesn't have the
Hyatt
size.
fits the best mold that Jacksonville needs is that big outside guy right now. Because Christian Kirk fits that slot guy no problem.
The guy that they let walk to Detroit, DJ Chark.
Yeah,
that's
right.
who they could really use right now.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
just saying.
absolutely
shit.
right.
Just saying.
Who's your running back, Nate?
So right now, I mean, if you've made it this far in the season and you're still in playoff contention with Najee Harris in your starting lineup, I mean, you have been doing some wonderful things on the waiver wire. Let me just tell you that. And I'm one of them, but that team that I had Najee is not competing. So I mean, it's just I would not start him today against that Baltimore defense. That's going to be a tough matchup for.
Yeah, I can't argue it.
I think Pittsburgh is going to have some success through the air in that game. I think Kenny Pickett has a decent game. If they stay in that game, it's the passing game that's going to keep them going. I just think that Najee's going to have a tough day against that Baltimore defense.
On the flip side of it, though, not to try and be a homer, but like he wasn't healthy the first 2 months,
For sure.
and you could tell on the line was dog shit. It's just slightly less dog shit now.
He's got a
that
little bit
helps,
more
but,
running
but
lanes.
he has actually been a lot more productive the last month.
Yeah.
So like he's almost, I don't want to say he's so much getting better, but he's just
It's volume.
it's,
I mean,
it's
he's
volume.
getting a lot
And-
of volume because
and-
they got nobody else to give the ball to.
And it's really weird. Like as soon as they mentioned, oh, we're gonna give Jalen Warren more catches or more touches, like Najee came out pissed off.
Oh, yeah.
And you can see it.
Oh,
And
yeah.
He has been he looks like the running back from last year.
Yeah, the vicious stiff arms are back. He's fighting for extra yards way more than.
But I don't necessarily.
That's what Trent Richardson did when they traded him to Indy first.
Exactly.
But see, he only no.
Damn, you guys. I like
Just playing with you. I'm just joking. I know that gets under your skin. So
so bad.
No, do you want to know who Trent Richardson is?
They are not the same.
I'm just joking. I'm
Najee Harris?
joking. I know they're not the same
that
guy
guy's
at
down
all.
in Columbus right now. It's Travion Henderson.
Travion Henderson.
That is like, if you look at him, freakish athletes can take it to the house at any point, but have him find a hole.
Did Travion? Yeah. Well, yeah.
Look
for
at their
sure.
vision.
Yeah.
Like it's.
But did he have a complete reconstruction of his knee? Because that's, I mean, people forget that about Trent Richardson. He had that before he ever went to Bama. Like, he had a complete reconstruction of his knee, and then that just deteriorated over time with so much volume at Bama.
For sure.
By the time he got to the NFL, he was trash. So I'm just, anyways, let's move on.
And the Browns look like idiots for getting only a first.
I would just say Najee is the guy I would avoid today against that Baltimore team.
I don't
would
disagree.
avoid Trent too.
It's a tougher matchup. Trust me.
Who's your
everybody
worst running back of the day, Joey?
James Conner.
Oh.
Going off Nate's Kyler Murray, James Conner. This New England defense is sneaky good.
Yeah, they're good.
And dude, Arizona's just a fucking dumpster fire of a
They're
team.
putrid, man. They're terrible.
Dumpster fire of a team. Like we said, Kyler and Cliff may get in a fist fight on the sidelines this game.
Very well.
James Conner's going to play like shit. The O-line hasn't been playing well. New England is very good against the run. James Conner fucking stinks this week.
My worst running back start of the day is the Tampa Bay running back room. I think it looks like Leonard Fournette is going to play. Rashad White falls in the same category here.
Yep.
We need to stop starting running backs against the 49ers, point blank, period. It's not going to end well. They have allowed a league low 3.2 yards per carry to running backs, while no other team is allowing fewer than 3.7 yards. We got a 0.5 difference between the 49ers and second place. It's absurd.
Crazy.
To make things worse, the Buccaneers are the second worst rushing offense in the league this year. Do not play a Tampa Bay running back.
That's crazy. Absolute crazy.
I mean, White's helped bump that number up, but
For sure, but
Their front seven is just so nasty.
and they're cranking it up a notch.
After it.
Since Jimmy G got hurt, they took that notch and went whoop. Like they're
yeah, they're like, oh, we have to actually play for our team now. It's
right.
like, what, bro? They are fucking crazy everywhere. Everywhere. They're loaded.
Absolutely.
and that Hufanga kid back at safety is just nasty as well. Like, he has been one of the best safeties in the league this year.
What did Shane
I can't
say?
read what Shane said.
That bad meeting can't wait. That's in hand. Don't make him miss wide open holes.
What?
Autocorrect.
Yeah.
Receivers. Let's get into our worst receiver matchups of the day. Mine is T. Higgins going against Martin Emerson Jr., who is hot right now. Shut down Mike Evans 2 weeks ago. Played well last week. Obviously, it was against the Texans, but still played very well against the Texans. I like the matchup of T. Higgins and Martin Emerson Jr. Denzel Ward, Jamar Chase. I'm not going to speak on that matchup. But T. Higgins, Martin Emerson Jr., I like that matchup for Martin Emerson. Up-and-comer, young rookie, still trying to prove himself, playing hungry. T. Higgins is very good, but I do like this matchup, Martin Emerson Jr. and T. Higgins. So that's my receiver. Who's your Steyer?
My worst receiver of the day used to be one of my favorite receivers in the league, Juju Smith-Schuster. The Broncos are going to clamp down every KC receiver today, if you ask me, and I think Travis Kelce feeds off of it and has himself a day.
Another scary defense, that Broncos.
Yep,
defense.
they're going to clamp down the receivers, but they cannot stop Travis Kelce today.
No. That's the Chiefs' only hope is that Travis
Yep,
Kelce.
that's, I mean, it's not, they don't have to hope too hard. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
Dude produces.
Right. Nate, you got a receiver to sit today?
Not today, but tomorrow.
Oh.
Once again, I'm staying with that Arizona. Stay away from Marquise Brown.
Hollywood,
Don't
go.
even have him in the lineup.
gotta be
Don't
sweating
even
there.
bother. Don't even bother. D-Hop, obviously, he's his must start. That's a must
and
start.
he's going to get his no
He's
matter
going
Right,
to get
right,
his
right,
no
yeah.
matter what. But do not even bother with Marquise Brown.
Yeah,
He
I
might
hate
get one
Marquise.
catch, maybe.
Hate it.
So
John?
I got Mike Williams. He's missed the last 2 weeks. I don't think he's still fully healthy, but they're just trying to get him back to potentially make a playoff run. But with Allen being healthy finally,
You think the
Palmer's-
Chargers are going to make a playoff run?
they're only a game behind in the wild card.
Dude, they stink.
Like, they were actually my Super Bowl picks at the beginning of the year.
They stink.
But
They need a lot of things to go right.
Yeah.
with Palmer kind of steadily being better, and being a bigger producer in the offense, that doesn't help Williams out either.
Definitely not.
But they're playing the 8th ranked defense against wide receivers, so it's not even a necessarily good option. Just even if Palmer hasn't kind of blossomed into what they thought he would be.
I love
For
it.
sure.
Love
Who's
it. Love
Who's
it.
your tight end, John?
Dawson Knox.
Oh,
So he has
another Buffalo.
He has been at 7 points or lower over the last 6 weeks, and he actually hasn't hit double digits all year.
Oh.
This was a guy that was top 5 last year for tight ends.
Josh Allen loved him last year.
And he has just kind of, I know he's been hurt, dinged up all year, but he has almost been like a little bit of a shell of himself. And he has just kind of disappeared. I think in standard scoring, he's 23rd among tight ends. Which
Damn.
That's a low end backup for a guy that was top 5 last year.
All right. Nate, tight end?
This is tough for me, man, because there's a lot of good matchups for tight ends this week. It's kind of hard to find one that's bad. And, if I had to reach for one, I'd say Freiermuth. I don't like him against Baltimore. I know did one of you guys have him as a start?
And ESPN has him as the 4th best start today.
I just don't know. I think for whatever reason, they're going to find success on the outside. It's not going to be up the middle against that Pittsburgh defense. Against a Baltimore defense. So I think that when you look at this matchup on paper, you might see Muth as a good option. Mm-hmm. But for me, when I watch Baltimore, they're so tough up the middle. They always are.
Roquan Smith and Patrick Queen are nasty.
And that's why I think that it's going to be a tough day for Muth. Mm-hmm. So Roquan Smith is going to make life miserable for... Yeah.
You guys did have a comment here, a YouTube comment from Fat Golfer.
What's up?
That says, "Hi guys, in my super flex spot, should I play Mike White versus Buffalo or Sam Darnold versus Seattle?"
Wow.
Ouch. I feel like Darnold might be better.
I don't know.
That really
It
hurts
is so
to
hard
say.
for me not to... Dude, honestly, Mike White.
Yeah, there you go. Do it.
Do it.
You wanted to do it. Yeah, that's where the gut was.
Let's go, Mike
That's
White.
where the gut
and
was.
come bank me when it works out for you, brother. Let's
Mike
go. And
White.
Fat Golf, if you got some golf merchandise or something, we're golfers out
Let's
here.
go.
So.
I would honestly say flip a coin, and either way, you're not going to win more than likely with those options. I feel like there could be a better guy out there.
I think just of the two.
the 6 bye weeks.
Right.
Yeah. Of the two, I'd probably go with Mike
Also,
White.
go Bengals.
Also, go Bengals.
Fuck
Thanks.
that guy.
Go Steelers. That's what I got to say.
Browns,
Sheesh.
Browns.
Yeah, exactly. That guy can go fuck himself.
No, we want merch.
Oh!
Yeah,
I
we
was
said
like-
go Bengals.
I was
cares?
like, why is Joey being so mean? And I was like, oh wait, yeah, that's right.
That's right. That's right. That's who we're playing today.
I mean, tomorrow I'll like him, but today, fuck that guy. Steyer, who's your tight end to sit?
My tight end to sit. I lost my spot here. Here we go. It's Mike Gesicki versus the Chargers. It's Mike Gesicki again, 2nd week in a row. He has 0 receptions over the last 2 weeks and has scored fewer than 6 fantasy points in 9 of his 12 games played this year.
No gritties.
That vanilla-ass gritty is staying on the bench today.
My tight end to sit is Greg Dulcich from the Denver. His QB fucking sucks.
Yeah.
The offense sucks. Everything about this sucks. And KC's defense is sneaky good. That is a sneaky good defense, especially on their front. Chris Jones and who's the pass rusher? 55. He had the fucking false start in the AFC championship or the offsides in the AFC championship game.
It's a guy they traded for.
Can't think of his name. D Ford.
Is it Ford still?
Is it Ford still? I don't think so. But I know they have a good edge
Frank
rusher.
Clark?
Frank Clark.
Clark.
There you
Jesus
go.
Christ.
Michigan boy.
Couldn't think of his name. Yeah, Frank Clark. That's probably why I forgot his name because he's from Michigan. But besides that, I think this KC defense is sneaky good, especially safety Justin Reed, who's probably going to be matched up with him.
Yep.
Sneaky good, so I like that.
For sure.
So,
Fat Golf says merch store coming soon. Hey, we will swap some Heart of Ohio. We will swap Heart of Ohio merch for your merch. Just let you know.
best daily fantasy player time. Stuyman, kick it off. You have a nice one. I love this.
So
Who you
it's
got?
Chris Moore, Houston Texans receiver. He only cost you 5,300
That's a great
in daily fantasy
fantasy
pools.
pick.
There's no Brandon Cooks in Houston today. There's no Nico Collins. All the garbage time downfield balls with Davis Mills back in the lineup. We'll go to this guy, Chris Moore.
Love it. Love it. My guy, old Reem, baby. Kareem Hunt $5,700 for Kareem. He typically always plays very well against AFC North teams. And I think the Browns are going to have to throw the ball more because I think they're going to challenge Deshaun Watson today. And I think if we have to throw the ball, Kareem's going to get in, and they love throwing the ball to Kareem Hunt. He's one of the best backs in the league out of the backfield. I love Kareem Hunt today as a daily fantasy player for $5,700.
It's cheap.
Crazy.
John, put it on him. Put it on him, John.
Oh, my gosh. Going back to it.
I got Big Pat again. He's
going back to it.
He's only $5,800. Like, I think he was like the 7th or 8th tight end cost wise as well.
Wow.
I think he gets like 70 and a touchdown this week.
Let's ride.
Wow.
Let's ride.
Ooh.
I fucking hate Steeler fans.
I love
Let's
it.
ride.
It's not even a
I love it.
like,
This is great.
Like I was looking through, so like
I hate Steeler
Come
fans.
over and watch it with me, Joey. I'll be
Goddamn
screaming
passion.
"Mooth" in your ear the entire game, buddy.
So one thing I try to
Love
do,
it.
I try and go like I just go to the flex 6,500 to like usually 5,200. Try and find a guy like
Right.
there was like nobody that was jumping out. I was looking at Robert Woods because I think he was 5,800 as well.
He's the only receiver
And
that
no
has
Treylon
that
Burks.
with no
And that
Burks today.
Westbrook kid there. They got that Westbrook. It's a Westbrook dash something for his
Yeah.
last name. He's kind of an option
Like-
today, I thought about. But
Like it was just a weird week in which nobody jumped out. So I figured I'd jump on a tight end, which is kind of a tougher spot because you have like the 2 or 3 like elite options every
right.
week. And then there's kind of like
Facts.
that middle ground, and it just seemed like a good enough one to where
there's always tension here, Timmy. There's always tension. You got a Steelers fan, you got a Browns fan leading the. It's always tension.
love it.
Always tension.
And because of that, like because of the money I saved by taking Pat, I was able to use Kelsey as a flex.
Whoa.
Nice.
Hot take. Nate, you got a daily fantasy player of the day?
I like Tyler Boyd.
Okay.
5,900. Going against that Browns defense.
Isn't he a Browns killer? Like
He
every
really
time?
is. That's why I like him today.
Jamar and T have never really
They
killed us.
never
It's
really, but
Tyler
it's
Boyd.
always Tyler Boyd. Every time we play against
Because
him.
we usually have a linebacker matched up on him.
It's dumb. He's always out of the slot. He always torches our slot corner, and they'll mismatch him against the linebacker.
Yep.
They put him in motion. They involve him a lot. So I feel like that's a good play today. 5,900. That's a pretty good value if you're
sure.
looking for a
The
good wide receiver, even a flex.
The crazy part was 2 years ago he was their number 1.
Yeah.
And now he's their number 3 because of Chase, because of Higgins growing within that offense. Like it's weird to think 2 years ago Boyd was their number 1.
Right.
Not necessarily by default because he was actually really good there.
Yeah.
But like it's weird. Like now he's kind of settled into the slot, or wherever they want to move him, and
That's
he can
since
still
he's a
he can
slot
still
guy.
be dangerous from week to week.
That
Oh, yeah.
Cincinnati offense is just fucking scary.
But he always
man.
kills
Good
the
morning,
Browns.
Brian. Good morning, fella.
Should we play Tuna's video again?
Well, I'm gonna lead into that. We got that week 14. Little note here is the final week of buys, and six teams have buys this week. We got the Falcons, Bears, Packers, Colts, Saints, Commanders.
All
In
out.
most fantasy leagues, including ours, we are entering our final week of regular season. It's about to get a little spicy. Speaking of fantasy football, we brought a guest on 2 Sundays ago, our good buddy Tuna. He's our league's reigning champ from last year. He's the ring holder, and according to him, he's the odds-on favorite to win it again this year. But since he made outlandish comments on this show 2 weeks ago, he's been on a 2-game losing streak.
Oof.
He held a press conference earlier this week regarding this 2-game losing streak. I think we're going to play it here for you.
Hey everybody, thanks for coming out. Didn't get the win this week like we wanted, but, it's clear that we have the best team in the league right now. We're just not playing like it. Before I take any questions, I do want to make a few statements. Obviously, we've had some injury trouble. That's going to happen, but, this team has that next man up mentality. So we're not worried about it. We got a good group of guys in the locker room. Like I said, we're not too concerned. We know we have a good group of fellas. We know we're planning to give us a bunch of bums, so really, we're not worried. We're going in, we're getting the bye, we're going to be okay. And then when the playoffs come around, that's when we really do what we like to do. So with that, I'd like to open it up to take a couple questions here.
Coach, over here.
Yeah.
How does it feel coming off the 2-game losing streak?
It's never something you want to do. It's disappointing. I mean, Jake played a hard game last week. I think I would have beat half the other teams in our league. Happy would have played them. So, I mean, half the teams are scoring 80 points a week. I think there are a few guys that had guys on buys in their starting lineup this week. So, again, I'm not really too concerned. The passion we have for this game. It's what we do. It's what we like to do. So, we're going to get back to it. We're going to hit practice Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We're going to have a good week of practice. And then it's on to the next. Can't change the past. Got to keep looking towards the future. Next question. Yeah. Over there. Yeah.
How do you think the team's going to bounce back after a good performance, but not a good enough performance?
Yeah, so like I said, we're going to bounce back. It's a so what now what type of league. You can't dwell on the past. So what now what? What are we going to do? How are we going to respond? How I think we're going to respond? I think we're going to kick the teeth in of the next opponent we play. Personally, I'm not too worried about it. Don't even know who I'm playing next week, but I'm very confident we're going to come out with a W. So with that, I'm going to leave you guys with that. I appreciate it. We'll see you next week. Go Nose Clans.
Well, there you have it.
My
we're
God,
gonna bring him back every week for a press conference because that is certified gold, if you ask me.
That is hilarious. But yeah, Tuna, in our league, who is he playing today?
Zerger. We looked it up.
He's playing Zerger, who has 1-11 this week.
So
if Tuna loses,
big upset. Big upset.
So one thing I can't wait for, because when he loses in the playoffs.
Yes, when. Keyword Tuna. You heard. Loyal listener. When.
I can't wait to watch his post game thing or whatever he ends
when
up
the
doing.
year's over. Oh, there might be real tears. This dude cares. Dude cares.
If sorry, go ahead, John. Sorry.
Like, I just can't wait just to see just the pain in his face when his season's over with.
I was going to say, if he really wants to step his game up, he should allow you guys to send in questions to him for his press conference.
Yes, we can get into that. We can get into that.
Great.
Timmy Matthews says that's the kind of coach that leaves Tua in. Fire the coach. That's gold.
Oh, fuck. But
with that, let's move into our over-under NFL pick standings, huh?
Let's do it.
So I broke the seal.
Close.
Yeah, I broke the seal for 100 wins. 188-4. Joey's right behind me. 2 games, 98-90-4. Last week we both went 9-6, so 2 games separates us for the belt. A lot can change here the next coming weeks. D Money
a week like John.
from our Wednesday show. He's went 6-9 last week. He is 40-30 overall. John Sherman 10-5 last week, 44-21-1. Now Dalton and John are head to head for the most wins to label a winner there. So
have you scored under double-digit wins any week?
He had one bad
I've
week.
had a couple of them. I think I had a couple 8-win weeks. So
Jesus Christ.
So the NFL singular win record so far is held by John Sherman over here with 13 wins in a week. So that's a mark we're all trying to beat.
On a full week.
And no one's doing it this week because there's only 13
6 buys,
games,
impossible. But every week here on out, there's a chance. So our week 14 game slate.
Let's go.
We had our Thursday night. We all went Raiders throughout the board. They didn't cover. Baker
didn't even win.
Baker put it through us.
It looked good. It looked good with 4 minutes left.
Yeah,
dude.
And then it all fell apart.
So 0-1 across the board there. But we got our 1 p.m. slate today. We got the Bills and we got the Jets and we got Buffalo minus 9.5 where we stand now. Joey's on the Bills. I'm on the Jets. Dalton's on the Jets. Greg, who you got?
I'm not great.
I was looking at the G. John, who you got?
So Jets won the first matchup. Looks like a big revenge game at home for the Bills.
Oh, I thought you were going somewhere else with that.
But so Buffalo's averaging 33.6 points a game at home this year. Their point differential is 16.8 in those games. Spread's only 9.5. I'm taking Buffalo.
Love it with the analytics.
I don't think it's only 9.5. They beat them outright once. It's 9.5 to me. That's a lot.
No, I completely understand that, but I really feel like Buffalo is like it's just the Jets.
We haven't seen that Buffalo team
that was
in weeks.
And the thing is, when the Jets won, you're just like, oh, they're here. And by the way, they had Breece Hall in that game, and Breece Hall went off in that game.
It's a true statement. It's a true statement. But like you said, Garrett Wilson goes off today.
I think he has a good game, but Mike White's going to be chucking in garbage time. So White might end up with 300,
I love it. I love it.
300 yards, but like it's going to be when they're down by 3 scores.
Oh, I love this.
Next one. Here we go. Let's get the juices going a little bit. We got the Bengals. We got the Browns. We got the Bengals -6. Joey, we know who Joey's got. We don't even got to ask.
Dog check.
I'm so, as a watcher and not a fan of either of these teams, it is so tough to pick this because 6 points you feel like has got to be way too damn many for a team that has just been dominated by the Browns. 8 of 9 games now.
Yep.
But something tells me that
Edge
Joe
rusher.
Shiesty.
Oh, by the way, the spread's down to 3.5.
Holy smokes.
They are at home.
So does
hey,
that-
they're at home, so Vegas gives 3 for home teams.
So they actually have the Bengals as a 0.5 point favor in a neutral spot.
I'm on the Bengals. Let's go, Joe Burrow, Joe Shiesty.
So are we dropping this down to 3.5?
Yeah.
And
On the sheet?
I like the Bengals. Dude, I'm really torn. I'm not playing money on a cover here. I'll just be point blank honest with that. But I am playing the under.
You like the under?
Under 48.
I honestly
40s. A
feel
lot
like-
of Browns overs. People are big on Browns overs, and obviously you think a lot of points come with the Bengals. The last few matches of this, it's a blowout, one way or another. Even the one that the Bengals did sneak, it was still a blowout. We're talking 28-6 games. The other team, the losing team, doesn't produce enough points to put it over.
I actually like the under because everybody is like pulling for the over, thinking that this is going to be a shootout.
55-41.
Holy smokes!
That would be nuts.
Wow.
Let's
He
see
got
it.
today, John.
Let's see it.
At 3.5, that's where it gets tricky. I was on the Browns at +6.
I was thinking about it
I
there.
was on
3.5,
the Browns
switched
at
my mind quick.
+6, but I'm still taking the Browns. Like it's you look at the history. I tried to jump from that last week.
We
with-
did it last week with
the
Bengals.
KC and
Yeah, we did it
Cincy.
last week with Cincy and
Like-
KC.
Oh, this game's
Like KC
stresses
can't
me
beat
out.
Cincy. Cincy can't beat Cleveland. Cleveland can't beat KC.
It's just the way it is.
It's like a
Yeah.
weird like circle. But like at 3.5, I'm taking the Browns just because it's 3.5. Like it's that 0.5 point that's absolutely
Scary.
Yeah.
Scary.
Nate?
Oh, yeah? All right. In my heart of hearts,
Oh, God.
I want to believe that my Brownies have a chance. I really do. I'm a Browns fan. at
But
heart.
if you were gambling your money.
But if I'm putting money on this game, I'm not putting it on the Browns.
Woo!
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Browns could still win by 2,
No, I gotta put mad
and I'd
respect
lose
on this,
money
man.
on this game.
No,
you wouldn't.
Bengals are favored.
No, Bengals are favored.
Oh, Bengals are
Bengals
favored?
are
Yeah.
favored -3.5.
And
Browns are underdogs.
All right. Well,
Does that change it? Does that change
no.
it?
No, it still doesn't change anything.
Oh no!
Joe
It still doesn't change it. I think they win by a touchdown. I really do.
I hate that. So
Next
much.
game, next game.
But here's the thing. That's reverse psychology. I hope I'm wrong.
so either way you
I
win.
do that a lot.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you
So
need to reverse
either way
psychology.
you win.
We got the biggest
Either
spread we have seen all year in this next game. We got the Cowboys, we got the Texans, Dallas -17 points.
Like I believe this is the biggest spread that it's up to 17.5.
17.5 even.
Which I believe this is the biggest
Wow.
spread since the Patriot days when they were
Yeah.
running the
With
table in
Randy
the regular
Moss,
season.
yeah.
Like
24-point favorites.
this. I'm pretty sure this is the biggest spread we've seen in almost 15 years.
Well, Joey stuck with Dallas when we picked it on Wednesday night. I'm rolling with Houston. Dalton's rolling with Dallas. John, who you got?
So the Cowboys have scored 28 points in 5 straight games, averaging almost 40 in that span. I know the Texans haven't been scoring for shit, and the Cowboys are at home.
Davis Mills hasn't been playing either.
Yeah, it's because he's not good.
That's because he's hurt.
He's
He's
not-
better than Kyle Allen. Give me that much. He is.
Does he have a neck injury?
Surprisingly, I don't think it was, but holy crap, is that a neck?
He's got a sore throat.
It's too strong to get hurt.
Next man up.
He was just waiting for his next opportunity.
But I feel like as bad as Houston's defense is, as good as Dallas has been playing, it's like the perfect storm to hit this game. And I actually sneakily like the over in this game as well.
I'm on the under with the fat spread personally, and it's backdoor Texans cover all day to me.
I mean, the over-under is only 44. I think the Cowboys put that up by themselves.
Thank
today.
you.
I don't think they do, man. It's going to be pound the rock. They're not going to be slinging it down the field. It's going to be the powered Zeke show, and they're going to get out of there.
Here's the thing you're not thinking about, though, that defense. They can probably score 14 on their own against the Texans.
And I really feel like worst-case scenario, like it's not even so much like the point differential is total points. It's 42-3. Like, I think they absolutely put it on Houston today.
I mean, the Browns' defense scored 14, and then special teams scored again.
The defense is scoring that you didn't think about, did you?
No, I did. It was in a thought.
And I mean, I don't know if Brown's healthy or not, but isn't Noah Brown returning punts or CD or like I know they have somebody good back there.
Yeah. I think so. Or wait, no. Do they have the XFL player?
Tolbert. I think it's still Tolbert, isn't it?
Tolbert's been hurt. I think it's an XFL dude, but he's been like actually electric in the return game for him this year.
I know the kickoff returns.
Turpin, right?
Turpin.
Yeah,
Yes, Turpin.
I'm rolling with Houston, and I think I'm the only one.
John, you got Dallas?
I would go with Houston
Dallas.
too.
Nate's going with Houston. Okay, here we go. We got me and Nate against.
That's a lot of points
against the world here.
That's like
they still
crazy.
get paid to play football.
They still get paid to play football.
Yeah,
That's
it's
exactly
an NFL
right.
football team. I mean, that's a lot of points.
Next game
Let's talk about it now.
Might be the game of the
I've
1
been
o'clock
waiting to
slate.
talk about this.
It's the 5-win Lions who are on a four-game win streak.
Four out of their last 5.
Versus the Minnesota Vikings, the division leader. If the Minnesota Vikings win this game, they clinch the NFC North. Keep that in mind. Detroit is -2.5. Oh.
This line fucking stinks.
It's up to 2.5. It's up to 2.5 as well.
Stinks.
Smells like shit, and I've been teeter-tottering one way or another, and I'm still teeter-tottering at this moment. Detroit's going with, or Joey's going with Detroit.
Yes.
This
line stinks.
I have
Vegas
the
wants you to
Vikings.
take.
I have the Vikings down for my play on Wednesday night. Last night, I was in our group chat saying I'm swaying to the Vikings or to the Lions.
And I talked to my buddy who's a Lions fan, and he made a lot of good points. DeAndre Swift is finally healthy. The offense is clicking. Jamison Williams back, and oh my God, the Vikings defense has been so vulnerable.
That's
all
it
year.
right there. And see, what sway?
The
I
Vikings
almost
defense-
wanted to go Vikings solely because they're playing for the damn division.
Yes,
But it's week 14. It's too early to declare a division winner. We don't do that. The Lions are going to put it off another goddamn week. Give me Detroit.
I love Detroit here. I love it. This line stinks.
And I don't think anyone's going to argue over 52 points by a million.
No. Fit over hammer all day over for sure in this game.
But see, that kind of makes me like I just kind of want to sprinkle some on the under, just in case it's not going to be the blowout.
I mean, yeah.
Bad vibes. Over for sure.
Dalton went with the Vikings unless he switches it before 1 o'clock. He has access to go in the dock and do so. That's on him. If he doesn't, he's locked in. So wherever he does, he does. John, who you rolling with?
So Detroit's covered, I think, the last 4 or 5 weeks now.
Correct.
Might be last 5. However, Minnesota's 8-1 in their last 9 games against Detroit.
All one-score games.
And Vikings are also 9-0 in one-score games this year. But Kirk Cousins has
the one that wasn't was that shellacking at 4 o'clock of Dallas. That was the 8-1. That was the one.
But Kirk Cousins has the most touchdowns without an interception against a single team in NFL history to start. He has 13 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. He cooks in these games.
Give it to me, John.
It's Minnesota, and I like Minnesota at +1, but it's up to 2.5. Hammer that all day.
Dalton.
In the words of Aaron Steyer, it's a 2-unit play for me.
Give me the Vikings. I'm back. Reverse. That's all I need to hear. I started with the Vikings. They're playing for the division. Revoke the shit I just said. It's too early to declare a division winner. Vikings claim the NFC North title today.
Oh, and here's the thing.
John just swayed it. Let's go. Vikings.
Are they playing? Are they playing outside or are they?
It's
playing
in a dome.
Oh, okay. So
it's Kirk Cousins at 1 o'clock in a dome.
Oh
I hate
my
the
God.
defense.
See, no.
I hate the defense, but I can't bet against that right there.
Oh, and if you look at it, you look at like the points.
Thank you, John. You just saved me.
You look at the points that the Lions are, or the amount of fantasy points Lions are giving up to these guys, like the players all year. They're like in like the bottom tier, like pretty much across the board. And
juices are going.
Arguably, Minnesota has like the most complete offense in the league.
Dalvin Cook having a heyday. I already stated Hawks having a heyday. Yes.
And Jefferson is Jefferson.
Are
Thielen is Thielen.
the Lions going to put up points? Abso-fucking-lutely.
I think Minnesota puts up more.
Thank you.
As dogs. So get this. Even if Detroit goes in and wins by 2, Minnesota still covers.
I'm on. Fuck.
Stay on the Lions.
Can't.
Your buddy talked you into it.
Not after that speech. It talked you into it too.
No, my original pick on Wednesday was the
it.
Vikings.
So was mine. It was my lock.
It was my lock.
I wanted it to be my
He
lock.
said it was my lock.
I really wanted this to be my lock.
Then all of a
lock
sudden
the
I went
week,
against it.
But I went with another team, and they just so happened to burn me last week.
Yeah. So let's get into our next game. I think we're all. Oh, Nate, who do you got?
Now that's at Detroit,
Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
And they're getting 2.5.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
No, Detroit's favored 2.5.
That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
Yeah,
They're
Minnesota.
getting them, yep.
They're getting 2.5. So I don't know, man. This is a tough one.
Tough as
This
hell.
is really
Joey.
tough. I really feel like
He switched.
He's on the Vikes.
Yeah, I'm in my head now.
I don't know, man. I still feel like there's a reason why Detroit is favored in this game.
I
still
You're gonna
feel
make Joey
like
switch again.
there is
No,
a
I'm not
reason.
saying
It's because they've been covering.
Yeah, absolutely.
And what they did to Jacksonville last
underdogs.
week, Jacksonville's defense over the last month has been atrocious.
What's their record
like,
against the spread is the question.
They are, how many games have they played?
Detroit?
They played 12, right?
12.
They're
12.
8-4 against the spread. They've actually been one of the better teams in the league.
I think
against
I'm
the
going to
spread.
take Detroit. I think it's a good matchup for them. I think that Minnesota's defense is going to give up a lot of points, and I think even though Detroit's defense has this year given up a lot of points over the last 5 weeks, they have consistently been playing teams close. And I think they give
Detroit
Minnesota
got the
a run
news
for their
that
money
they
today.
Detroit got the news that they are favorites against a 10-win team, and I think you'd have to go back some years since that's happened, and they're gonna be like, "Oh shit, what do we do?"
Shaking
Like
right now.
this is a team that doesn't quite know how to perform as the favorites.
Right.
Do you
They're
think
close.
do you think they really pay attention to that shit?
Oh,
like
yeah.
whether they're favorites or not?
yeah.
I think so. When you have
yeah.
when you have the media kind of hyping you up, like you pay attention. You
I
notice it.
NFL
whether you admit it or not. like,
NFL, I'm
it's
not
in
so
your head.
certified. There's definitely been moments where you're like, oh, they knew the spread the way they just punched that 2-point unnecessary and
Yeah.
stuff like that, kicked unnecessary. College certified 110%. You saw Sean Clifford at Penn State mouth to his
Yes.
teammate, "We have to cover the spread" in their last game against Michigan State. Literally. I'm
100%.
surprised he didn't get in trouble for it. But yes, Lane Kiffin has stated before he knows the spread.
Yeah.
College
For
game,
sure.
they know. Pro, don't have any certified facts, but I think they know.
They got
Certain coaches for sure. Nick Sirianni's one of them.
Is that because he's Italian?
The implications. The implication.
All right, next game. Titans, Jaguars. Titans minus 3.5. This is starting to seem like a stinky line.
This doesn't stink to me. I'm not overthinking it. This
I'm
is
on
a 2-unit
Tennessee.
play to me.
Oh.
Mike Vrabel, Titans, minus 3.5. Tractor Cedo, fire up the gears.
I mean, I like Tennessee. I don't love it like that, but I
I
like
do.
Tennessee here. John, what you think?
So like initially, like I want to take the Jaguars at 3.5.
Did you see what Detroit did to them last week?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I mean,
did.
I'm on Tennessee.
They are lost.
But Tennessee hasn't looked great either.
This is a get-right game for them. They've been think
Yep.
about who they've been playing.
Yeah,
They played the Bengals.
But
who-
man, I'm telling you, every time we say it's a get
they
right
played
game,
they played the Bengals and the Eagles the last 2 weeks, bro.
no, I know. Two teams
Super Bowl
on
contenders.
fire. Yes.
Super Bowl contenders. Now
Yeah.
they're playing Jacksonville.
But if you want to be a Super Bowl contender, you have to potentially beat these teams or at least compete. and
I'm
they
not
haven't really
sitting
done
here right
that.
now telling you that Tennessee is a Super Bowl contender. I'm telling you they're more talented. They're going to get right, and they in their head think they're
I
a
don't
Super Bowl
disagree,
contender.
but-
They hammer and throttle the Jacksonville Jaguars.
So
today.
I get that, but we've mentioned, like it's a get right game, and we're seemingly always like a week or two behind.
Not this time.
However, Tennessee is 10-1 against Jacksonville in the last 11 games, and they are 6-1 against the spread in the last 7 games. I'm taking Tennessee all day.
Thank you.
I go back, I think 3.5 years now to where it was Vrabel, or it was the guy up in Green Bay. I can't think of his name right now.
LaFleur?
He was the offensive coordinator. I think Lewis was out that game. So Derrick Henry was like the only option running back, and Derrick Henry went off for like 220 yards and 4 touchdowns
Look
against
for
these
it
guys.
today.
Like I feel like this is a team that Derrick Henry absolutely owns. He is their daddy, and he's about to come home and just beat the shit out of these kids.
Fucking Christ. Jesus.
Daddy Tractorcito is coming today. You heard it.
Okay.
Fuck, John.
All right, John.
Hey, fucking violent.
Great alliteration there.
God
Hey,
damn.
they're stepkids.
For the
Let's go
fantasy
there.
focus and domestic violence.
No, you go up to the mistake on the lake if you want to talk about that.
Wow.
But no. Henry owns these guys. He is absolutely
Yeah, no
made
shit.
a
Apparently, the
killing
way you're
over-
talking about him.
and I don't doubt that he does it again today.
That's great. That's
Fuck.
Hey, that guy kind of
bro.
dark really quick. My bad.
Daddy comes home and beats the shit out of me.
Beats the shit out of his kid.
Whoa,
Jesus
okay.
Christ, John.
We don't even got to call Adrian Peterson for this one.
Oh my gosh. All right, next game.
Moving on. Yes, please.
Giants, Eagles. Playoff contention on the line.
Banger of a game.
Eagles, I think it's down to -6.5, correct?
And I had the Eagles, I had the Eagles covering. I did my homework last night. I have fluctuated. I have switched. The Giants cover this game.
I got it at 7.5. Yahoo.
7.5?
Yahoo has it at 7.5.
Whoa, okay, never mind. That is
So-
ooh.
Timmy says home sweet.
No.
Oh my gosh.
ESPN has it at 7.
Oh, we're the listeners that we love, Timmy. You're the listeners that we love.
Oh, 7, that's tricky. That's a tricky bitch
It's the
right
Giants in a divisional game. The Eagles win by 3.
there. No, I still like Philadelphia. Jalen
Lock
Hurts.
it in.
Jalen Hurts wins MVP today.
Oh.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts wins MVP today. John, who you got?
This is a tough one for me. I mean, you look at the Giants' last 5 weeks, hasn't been great. You look at the Eagles' last 5 weeks, it's been really good.
Dable's got a fat face.
But I feel
Very
like
fat face.
Freddie Kitchens light.
Yeah.
No.
so. Are we keeping
He's got
this?
a-
Are we
he's
keeping
got a
this
round-
at 7?
Kitchen's heavy.
Every time I
Yeah,
see him, I'm
7.
like, I thought Freddie was done coaching.
He's got a round face. Round face Dable. Round face, round name, actually.
I feel like you see
The
a.
D's and B's.
Looks like a Cabbage Patch Kid.
Yeah.
I feel like you see a late
You're a
game
fucking warhead.
rally from the Giants to backdoor cover just to get it close.
Yep.
I like the Giants getting 7 points at home.
Me too.
Like it's and
Can't say the same.
like
Oh, that's at the link.
yeah, like
Yeah.
and it's
Field got all tore up yesterday from that Army-Navy game.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, best team in the league, though. Philadelphia's really good. Nate.
yeah.
Giants cover and the under.
Oh. I don't know.
I think this is honestly a scrappy game too.
I agree.
Like I feel like Hurts will shine,
Wins MVP today.
but I don't.
It's a big game for
like,
him.
I don't
I
think
think
he. I don't
really.
think he goes off for like 350 total and 3 touchdowns in this game.
Nobody
think that-
dominates. He doesn't need to. They'll dominate. They'll hold the ball the entire time. He'll make good decisions. He'll go for 220 and 2 touchdowns. 3
Hell yeah.
touchdowns.
Hell yeah.
I think the
agreeing.
Giants are gonna. That's gonna be a rough game for them.
What'd he say?
I don't think they're gonna be very good.
I'm
today.
agreeing with you.
I was a little bit away from the microphone and I seen you guys look kind of confused and I was like, shit, they can't hear me.
From the shadow realms Greg just came from. Nate.
Let's get into one of the grittiest rivalries in NFL football.
Oh.
It's the best rivalry.
It's the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the Baltimore Ravens. It's Pittsburgh -3. No Lamar Jackson. Throw Tyler Huntley in there. I'm bringing back the grit of the bus days wearing my Jerome Bettis jersey.
The
Battle.
spread.
2-unit play. Steelers win.
The spread's down to 2,
Boo.
which
Both these teams.
makes yours
2-unit play. Steelers win.
Yeah, I'm on. Without Lamar Jackson, Baltimore stinks.
Wow.
Battle of the Ratbirds versus the Shit.
Battle of the biggest piece of shit team.
Oh my! No, that's going on in Ohio.
Who do you think here, Nate?
You know who Greggy took on Wednesday, right?
You know, I wouldn't care if they both tied.
Oh, that would be fucking
Hey,
great.
8-1. That's
Greggy's
not a
on
losing
Baltimore.
season.
Greggy's the only one on Baltimore so far. Nate, what do you got?
I hate the Ravens. I'll never pick them to win.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Greg, you're by yourself, buddy.
All right,
Absolutely, I hate
no.
the
Hey, I
Ravens.
gotta get my pick in.
Oh.
So,
Oh, you're gonna pick the Ravens, John?
so if I
put
was
Pittsburgh in
picking,
there.
Tyler Huntley going off.
if I was picking this game on Wednesday, I was taking the Ravens getting 3 points.
Oh, wow.
this-
Feeling too confident, huh?
If you, it's not that. If you look at this, if you look at this matchup over like the course of like the last 10 years, there's only been a handful of times in which it's been like a double-digit win
That's
by
true.
either team.
Yeah.
That's true.
This is a one-score game. It's against two teams that absolutely hate each other. Like at 3 points,
Slugfest.
I absolutely love the Ravens to cover.
I can't wait for this game. Oh,
But going to -2, I'm taking Pittsburgh because I think it's a late field goal to go up by 3 in a tie game.
TJ Watt is going to rip
And-
Tyler Huntley
and
in pieces.
So my only concern though is Boswell is back today, but
Why is that a concern?
is he completely healthy?
Yeah.
Like
The reason he said 3-4 weeks, that extra week last week
Like
was
it-
to get healthy. Matt Wright came through, sketchy as hell. Matt Wright being our sub kicker
Like
scares the hell out of me
he
every
was,
time.
He was money, but like I feel like you bring him back for one, you keep Bright for another week to make sure Boswell is
I think that's
good
what
to
last
go.
week was, dude. I think
Yeah.
that's exactly what last week was. This week he's ready.
Okay,
Get right.
but I like Pittsburgh at -2.
Me too.
Me too.
Me
Don't
too,
I
me
don't
too.
love it,
I do.
but I like it.
Like it, love it, heart it, all of the above it.
Hard it.
All right, 4 p.m. slate. First game, Broncos Chiefs. Chiefs 9.5-point favorites. Love the under in this game.
Absolutely.
Broncos
Yes.
defense is crazy. With that being said, I love Denver covering 9.5 here. Too many points. Their defense is too good to give up that many points.
I'm gonna go personally with the Chiefs cover here, but still all over the under.
John, what you think?
I got some knowledge.
Uh-oh.
Drop it.
So obviously it's a 9.5-point spread. Kansas City's won 13 straight against Denver. Absolutely just dicking down this team year after year.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
funny enough, do you want to guess what Kansas City's record is against the spread at Denver
It's
over
probably,
the last 7 years?
It's probably 7 and damn oh.
It's really close. They're 6-1 against the spread
Let's ride.
at Denver.
Let's ride against
And by the
Broncos
way,
country.
you have the guy with the strongest arm in the league going to
Facts.
Mile High, where there is going to be more airtime on these throws.
Facts.
So more incomplete passes because he's not used to elevation.
No.
Cap.
They have speedsters.
Facts.
MVS.
He's out today.
Is
No,
he out?
he's playing. He's playing. It's Hardman. I was thinking of,
Hardman's
yeah.
out, but Juju still has enough speed. Like they have Sky
they're-
Moore as well.
Today the receivers are irrelevant. It's Travis Kelce.
I don't disagree. I
It's
think,
Travis
I
Kelce.
think Travis Kelce just feasts on
That's
these
it.
guys as
Point
he's
blank
done
period.
over his whole
Calling
career.
Juju
But
a
the under,
speedster
right?
is one of the
I
funniest
didn't
things
say
I've
speedster. I
heard.
still says he had some speed.
Well, yeah,
He's
absolutely.
an NFL receiver. He's got a little. He's got a little.
But I think you could see Sky Moore potentially kind of have that game to where like, oh, this is why they drafted him in the second round.
No, you're not going to see that.
Or is it Isaiah Pacheco?
Oh, I love Pacheco too.
That dude. Can we talk about how much he is a crackhead on the field?
Psychopath, bro.
He literally looks like he is sniffing smelling salts
and by
before
the
he
way-
goes
He
on the
looks
field.
like Tyreek Hill.
No,
The number, the
For
way he
sure.
runs,
For sure.
the way he
The
like
looks-
after the play's over, he just like gets
No.
up and bolts back.
that
to the
Tyreek
fucking
didn't
huddle.
do that stuff, dude. The way he
He
jumps,
sprints right back to
he
Patrick.
doesn't jog anywhere.
Crazy.
Do you
It's
wanna
like,
know why?
what do you need, Patty? What do you need? What's up? Like every
Dude,
time.
It's
fucking
because the
scary.
kid works and he is fighting his ass off.
Oh, he
to
wants a
stay
spot.
in the NFL.
Absolutely. And while Clyde
The
Edwards
only
is on the
7th round
IR,
pick. Only 7th round pick to ever make an Andy Reid roster.
That's
That's
crazy.
that's
a
telling on
crazy
how
fucking stat.
much
That's a wild
Reid
stat.
likes
uh,
his kid.
we're gonna get into another 7th round pick that has potential to do some damage today.
Oh, Hayward.
Brock.
BCB, baby.
Okay.
49ers,
Mr.
Tampa Bay,
Relevant.
San Francisco, -3 today.
Y'all want to know what BCB stands for? You can text us.
I love San Francisco. I love San Francisco. San Francisco, also the under.
I think we can all figure that one out.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I didn't give you guys my pick for that game.
Oh, come on, Greg.
Oh, wait, Greggy, what you got?
I'm picking Kansas City on that.
Well, yeah.
Hey, it looks like Joey's on his own on that one.
I'll take it. I'll take it. I'm taking the under, too.
Next game, let's get into it as I was just hinting towards. San Francisco 49ers against Tom Brady, the GOAT. San Fran's favored by -3 here.
I love San Francisco.
Give me the Niners. Give me the
Love
under.
San Francisco.
BCB makes a name for himself,
Love
and if
it,
you
love
don't
it,
know what
love
it
it.
means, you're gonna today.
Tampa Bay ain't going to do shit today. I love it. John, what you think?
This is in San Fran?
This is in San Fran.
Shit.
And Levi.
But Tommy's coming home. You ain't got no faith in Tommy coming home?
No,
No.
Did you see
did
Monday
you see
night?
the weather? It's
Monday
freezing.
night,
It's
like what he
terrible.
had to do to come back against
Terrible.
a shitty ass
So-
New Orleans Saints team that everyone hyped up. Tom's got it. He came back.
He's
No,
back.
he was down 2 scores to a shit squad, dog. Like,
San Fran is 12-3 against Tampa Bay when they come into San Francisco.
Fuck yes. Keep saying it.
Like, and I get Tampa Bay was bad early on, but like
They're bad now.
They're not really great now. Like weirdly enough, they've been good enough to cover 2, but I don't think they cover 3 today.
I don't give a shit who you put up against the San Fran defense. They're locking them down.
Yeah.
Greg, who you got today?
They showed it against the Dolphins last week.
Tampa Bay?
Niners all day, baby.
Well, of
Love
course,
it.
Greg's gonna pick the
Yeah,
Niners.
that's your secondary team, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Nate?
I got Niners for sure.
It's
Dalton's the only one on the Tampa Bay Bucks here.
I don't think
he'll
easy
change
on
that. You watch.
Yeah, I just think the Niners are going to destroy.
For
Tampa
sure.
Bay. I think
Too
it's going to
easy.
be like 30-10 or something. Like just ridiculous.
dude, it's gonna
I
be
agree.
terrible.
It's gonna be
terrible. All right.
I don't mind the under in that.
I
though.
love
The
it.
seventh
It's
round
raining there.
quarterback.
It's raining
What's the
there.
line?
For the total points, it's at 39. It's low. It's low.
That's
But that's
pretty
very
low.
true.
But
The
with a
30
seven-
to 10 scares me. The 30 to 10 does scare me.
But you got a 7th round quarterback playing against a shit ass Tom Brady right now, playing a good defense. You can't. I don't expect Purdy to go out there and throw 4 tutties.
Watch
Yeah.
him do it though.
Watch.
Like you have.
Okay. Brock Purdy has 4 touchdowns today. BCB T-shirts will be getting printed. I promise.
Pay for it out of pocket.
I promise we will.
All right, next game, Seattle, Carolina. Seattle minus 3.5 in Seattle, correct?
Yes.
In Seattle. Give me Geno. He's coming back.
Hawks,
Carolina
Hawks.
sucks. Sam Darnold is the dumbest looking quarterback in the NFL. I love
Blockhead.
Seattle today.
Give me Seattle.
Doesn't he look like a Roblox character?
Yeah, really he does.
He looks like Barbie's wannabe boyfriend.
A Roblox character with a hard, vicious case of mono.
Whoa!
Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
John, who you got today?
I love Seattle. I know this was at 4 to open, and I think it's down to
Go.
3.5 now, which
Hawks.
is even
Go.
better. But
Go.
just a little side note,
What's the weather look like out there?
Go.
probably rainy because it's Seattle.
It's Seattle.
12th. Man. Go.
So if you like over-unders, take the over because the last 6 Carolina Seattle games have hit the over.
Oh.
Really?
Whoa.
Thanks for that note.
That's actually gonna be pretty nice. So yeah,
Okay, actually.
I would
bet.
definitely take the over in that one.
Over City.
Greg, who you got? Seattle, Carolina?
The Seahawks all day.
Seahawks.
The last thing I needed John to do was add another play to my slate today.
You're welcome.
Nate, who you think here?
I'm Seahawks for sure.
Yeah, it's Seahawks. all
Seahawks
over.
clean slate, except once
Carolina's
again,
a mess
Once
right
again,
now.
Dalton's different.
It's just Carolina's a mess.
Either
You know,
they're
like
gonna
what
be
do
a
they even
genius
have?
or an idiot.
Yep, that's true.
Hold on, let me finish adding that real quick.
And let's go Sunday night game here. A banger, low key.
Banger of a game.
Chargers versus the Dolphins. Chargers
Ooh.
+3. So Dolphins are
No, it's at 3.5.
favored by 3.5 now here. It's
Miami.
if Sundays 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock slates treat me decent, this is a 2-unit play on Miami. They are gonna shellac.
Chargers are fucking frauds. Chargers
Facts.
are frauds.
Miami coming off that San Fran L last week. It's like we like to say, a get right game for the Dolphins, and they're gonna blow the scoreboard up.
Oh,
Facts. Absolute.
As long as the
Dude.
day slate don't kick my ass too much, this will be a 2-unit
Chargers
play.
are absolute goddamn frauds.
Mm-hmm.
They're terrible. John,
What you got, John? Obviously, I think I'm getting a hint of who you got.
it's such a tough one.
It ain't tough for me.
No.
It ain't tough at all for me.
Justin Herbert stinks, bro.
He's been good the last 3 weeks.
But they haven't been winning.
It's true.
I think that's on the coach, dude. Honestly, I don't like Brandon
Staley's
Staley
the
at all.
dumbest head coach in the
He
league,
is
No,
bro.
no,
awful.
that's Zach Taylor.
Well,
He's
But he's up there. Like the
Zach
fact-
Taylor can get his ass to a Super Bowl, bro.
By the way, nice
God,
job, Joey.
Mike McCarthy though, like, have you ever seen him in a 2-minute situation? I mean,
He's the
he
fattest
lost.
coach.
he just looks completely lost. Like he forgot where he's even at.
Yeah. Well, he spends a lot of time thinking about food, I think.
Yeah, facts.
Well, Andy Reid does too, but he still won a Super Bowl. I
That
mean,
is true, but
well, Mike
Spends a-
McCarthy did too.
spends a
Give him
lot of
credit.
time. It's all that Browns fan just eat shit.
that was his dad.
So it's at 3.5 now. Like that's where it gets a little tricky for me because I feel like Chargers could come in and backdoor cover. Like I feel like because they
No,
throw,
John, you're
they-
wrong.
They throw the absolute shit out of the ball. Like
Nope.
they for him
Don't
to get it
believe
to
it.
3. However, Miami is 12-3 against the Chargers since
Yup,
95.
yup, love
I
that,
think they
love
win.
that.
I
I
think
love that.
I think they win by a touchdown. But I feel like the over in this could be really, really good because I feel like
I do love that.
I feel like it's gonna be it's 54.5.
Holy fuck.
Like I feel like
I'm not taking the over. I'm taking Dolphins cover, and that's it.
I feel
That's a lot of
like you
points.
could see like a 38 to like 31 win. For the
Very well
Dolphins.
could. Very well could. But
Yeah.
True.
I could see the Chargers not producing many points too.
Facts. Greg, who you think here?
Well, I think that the Chargers look like a team. They're gonna lose to the Dolphins because the Dolphins are just too damn good. Man.
Fuck yeah, Greg.
By how, by how
That's
many
what the
points?
fuck I'm talking about,
By
Greg.
enough, John.
By enough. Okay, there we go.
By enough.
That's all we needed.
Nate, what you think?
I got Dolphins.
Yeah, Miami.
sure.
Miami's the fucking play.
Even with the points,
Chargers
they're gonna
stink, bro.
they're gonna light it up.
They
Tua
stink.
did have kind of an off week last week, but I feel like he has a bounce back game.
Yeah, they're so good, and you think they gotta have a little fire lit under
Yeah, and I
them.
just don't feel like they have anybody to stop those receivers.
Yeah, and that Chargers defense is not anywhere near as intimidating as that San Francisco defense.
Facts.
No.
So,
Facts,
Yeah,
facts,
once Bosa went down too, it's just suddenly that defense kind of lost its chip.
Yep. Khalil Mack is not the same player without Joey Bosa on the other side. That's
No,
for sure.
that is.
He
fact.
was so intimidating those first couple weeks of the season. Good lord,
Because you had to focus on Bosa more than that.
Oh, you had to single block him, and he hasn't seen 1-on-1 in years.
No, he
probably.
has not.
He was
his
licking
rookie
he was licking his lips.
He was living his best life opposite of Bosa, and then Bosa just gets hurt and is just like, this freaking sucks again.
Yeah, for sure.
Back to this shit.
All right, Monday Night Football. Oh, wait, Nate. You got Miami.
Yes.
Monday Night Football. Cardinals, Patriots. Patriots -1.5. Give me fucking Bill Belichick
All
with
day.
one extra day to prepare. That is
All
so
day.
easy.
I think it's Patriots across
So
the board
easy.
here. Easy work.
So easy.
John?
Kyler Murray sucks. It's New England all day.
Man. Who do they have to guard Hopkins?
Doesn't matter. I don't have time to throw to him. They had
Bill
that
figure
one-
out a way.
It's that kid that scored on Thursday Night Football last week.
Yeah.
He's a corner. He was fast as shit.
Literally looked like the fastest human alive, bro.
I mean, Arizona's been dog shit at home this year. They're 1-6 at home,
Love it.
and New
Patriots.
England has won their last 4 trips to Arizona.
Yep. Just say it.
Come on.
But-
Say it.
Spew it out. Come on.
But-
Say it.
but
Man,
that's
You're
a
an
pretty big
analytics guy.
but.
Go with the analytics.
So I really feel like this 1.5, like,
Doesn't
It's
mean
not
shit.
that much
it-
points.
no,
Doesn't mean shit.
I feel like Arizona being a 1.5 dog, even though they're 1-6 at home, like I really feel like it's one of those spreads that just kind of has me thinking Arizona wins this game.
Yeah, 3 points for the home team, though. Look at that. 3 points
But
for the home team.
I'm taking New
And
England.
New England is still favored.
So you are taking New England.
I'm taking New
What did-
England.
what did you just do right?
confused the shit out
What
of me.
did you just do right
like
there?
I feel
He
like
just took us on a wild
What
ride.
was that?
It was all
I
So
really,
roller coaster of emotion there.
So Cardinals money line, but Patriots spread.
no. Like I really feel like this is a game that like I wouldn't touch betting. Like it's just it's a weird one, but like if I'm gonna pick,
It's a game where the Undertaker licking his chops. I'll say that.
I guess give me Belichick only given 1.5 with an extra day to prepare. Like it's not a fun game.
I know that is a Miami of Ohio jersey,
Yes.
but that I tell you, you look good in red with that 7.
Jesus.
Scarlet, a
I thought it was
little bit
CJ
of
Stroud
gray
for a
trim.
second. I literally
I was
thought
like,
it
oh,
was
is that
CJ
an old
Stroud
Ted
for a
Ginn
second.
jersey?
I
Like,
didn't realize it was Roethlisberger.
maybe a
Just
Joey
kidding. That's a Ben
Callaway back in the
Roethlisberger Miami of
day.
Ohio jersey. There's no disrespect. That is legit shit.
Maybe that might be a Chris
Greg,
Gamble.
who you got Monday Night Football?
A lot of sevens.
See, Monday Night Football.
Cardinals, Patriots. Cardinals +1.5.
Kyler Murray is really, really good at Call of Duty.
At Call of Duty. I knew it.
Bill Belichick is really, really good at football. Give me them Patriots. Pats.
I love it. I love it. That was fucking awesome, Greg.
Let's get into our Week 14 Mortal Locks, huh?
Let's do it. We are 13-2.
Let's keep them spicy. Let's keep them hot.
Let's do it.
So hot.
Joey, give it to us.
Lions, Vikings, over 53.5. Soundest bet of the weekend.
Can't go wrong.
Soundest
I
bet
don't
of
think
the
you can go wrong here.
Soundest
There's no
bet of the
defense in
weekend.
this damn game.
No defense.
They're going to light it up, huh?
Light up that scoreboard.
Too many offensive players in this game.
If this was an outdoor game and they had fireworks for touchdowns, I think it was like an occasion they would run out of fireworks.
Yeah.
What's your lock, Sty?
My lock. Oh, let me tell you about my lock. It is the Miami Dolphins -3 versus the LA Chargers.
Okay.
This is a 2-unit play if I survive the day. I already stated it. Mike McDaniels
Yeah.
is going to have them boys rearing and ready to go. Tyreek Waddle could have a touchdown apiece. One of them might sneak in 2. 2 is lighting it up.
I love it.
Cover City.
John?
I got Seattle -3.5 against the Panthers. Like,
Okay.
I just feel like Gino is playing fucking career football.
Out of his
right
mind.
now.
Making millions of dollars right now.
Yeah, he's not making shit for what he is doing out
No,
there.
but his next contract is going to be legit.
He's gonna end up getting. It's not gonna be like crazy big, but I see him.
It's going to be
getting-
crazy big for him.
Saquon's active today. Whew.
I see him getting $20 million a year.
Woo-hoo, sheesh.
I was stressing that one.
But like I absolutely love Seattle at home against Sam Darnold.
Yes.
Like
Oh, lock it in.
Awesome. D-Money, Dalton, his lock of the day. Kansas City, Denver, under 44.5. I love
Love
that.
it, love it, love it, love it.
Love it. Love it. Nate, you got a lock for the day?
I didn't have time to think about it. I mean, there's a lot of good plays out there.
For sure, for sure.
I mean, I really like that. You mentioned the Detroit Minnesota game. What was your play?
The over in that.
See, that's
53.
that's like the one that stood out to me. It's
That's
like
what
that's
you
going to
do?
be a lot of points.
Yes,
man.
Yes.
yes.
If I had to go with anything, that would be the one that's like you got to lock that
Double
one
up
in,
on
like,
that one,
for
baby. Let's go.
sure. Like for sure.
Greg, you got any mortal locks for us for the week?
Let's go with the Titans covering that game.
Love that.
There we go. There we go. There we go.
Okay. Titans -3.5, right?
Yes, sir.
I love it.
Versus
Let's
Jags.
go. Let's go. Let's have a day, baby. But, guys, Wednesday night.
Wednesday night is something you are not going to want to miss.
Wednesday night, very big show for not only us.
Big
on the
is an
Over Under
understatement.
Podcast,
Big is an
everybody,
understatement.
man. This is going to be huge.
yeah.
Yep.
We'll have a guest on to announce it with us, but we have a very big announcement coming Wednesday.
Yes.
Big
Please
time.
tune in. And we'll have everything kind of
Joey's
posted out
tone
from
isn't
there.
doing enough for me right now.
I'm
This is
trying to be
huge shit. This is giant. This is giant for Heart of Ohio Sports. This is giant for the Over Under Pod.
Yes.
Is this like air horn giant? Like we need an air horn for this?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah,
This is-
Greg, cue it.
Like this is almost like sound the alarms. Like
Yes.
this is arguably the biggest thing to happen to
The Over Under Pod yet.
not just to the Over Under podcast, but the Heart of Ohio Sports. Like,
It could
this
be.
is
It could
absolutely
be.
massive.
It could
Groundbreaking.
Yes.
potential to be that. Absolutely.
Groundbreaking.
Yeah.
This is-
And we're going to tell you guys what the hell we're talking about Wednesday night with our
in.
friend to tell you
Yes.
with us. My hands are sweaty. I got goosebumps. This is big stuff, dude.
I was trying to stay calm about it. 'cause,
No,
like,
you weren't doing it for me. This is too cool to.
I was trying to
we
stay
have
calm.
big
Like,
news
cool as a
to
cucumber.
Like,
announce.
When Aaron told me before the show, I'm just like, my jaw was about to hit the ground. I'm just like, this is massive.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you,
These guys, like,
you
this
guys are
is-
gonna, you guys are gonna like this.
Tune in.
So Wednesday night, tune in. Before that, go follow our Instagram at the over.underpod, Facebook page over/underpodcast. Okay. And message us on there to get in our daily fantasy pool.
Still need 4?
Still need 4.
Up to 4, yeah.
Get
4
in.
more. Get in there.
We
But
do have
besides
space.
that, we got anything else?
I mean, I think we got a few slots left in our daily fantasy for our pod group.
Yes.
Please get into that. Message us on details. How so? If you're not, $5 in gets you $50.
Bowl
win.
Mania. College Bowls.
That's what I was getting
Yes.
to next. Don't think I forgot that. We are up to 20 heads in our College Bowl Mania. You do the math, 5 times 20, that's $200 pot. We'd like to see that even higher so we can pay out our top 3 a good amount.
Yep.
If you think you got good bowl pick'em strategies, come show us.
Let's see it.
Message us, comment. We'll get you the info. We'll send you the link. I want to see everyone and anyone in that.
Let's
It's
do
going
it.
to be a good time.
You guys got anything else today?
Tune in tomorrow for the Pulse Podcast.
Yes.
Live here in studio. We'll be right back here about 8 o'clock, 8-ish, around 8, somewhere around in there.
Greggy, you got anything?
No, go Browns.
Go fucking Browns, baby.
And
Thank
go
you.
Steelers, lock it in.
Thank you guys. Oh, make sure you follow our Spotify too. Spotify,
Yes.
Heart of Ohio
Yep.
Sports. That way you get all the podcasts under Heart of Ohio Sports. But yes, the Pulse Monday night, Over Under podcast Wednesday night, huge show. Tune in,
Share
guys.
this video, show your family members, your friends, and do that with every week's show,
Yes.
please. We
Yes.
want all the eyes we can get.
Shares help so much, guys.
Because I mean, I haven't
2 seconds.
I haven't had any bad reviews as far as our
No.
football content goes.
Not
And
at all.
here's one thing I got to clean up. Like, people are confused when they see live videos and they say, "Oh, they were live, so I don't really have to share it now." No, like even if you see it after, even if you see it days after, if you see it scroll into your feed, please just take 2 seconds.
Yeah,
share it. You don't even have to put text with it. Just share it.
We get it. Our stuff is a little time sensitive, so like, yeah, the fantasy show once Sunday is done, it's kind of the news we broke down is kind of chalk. It already happened. Still good content, man. Share it. People still like to see what we said, how dumb we looked, how smart we looked.
And that press conference was gold. I mean, that kind of stuff is.
And they expect that every Sunday. He's coming back every Sunday throughout the rest of fantasy football season, throughout his playoff run.
And I can say, like, every Monday morning while I'm at work driving, like, I re-listen to the show just to see what we hit on, what we didn't hit on. Like, and it's just kind of nice to say, oh, yeah, he nailed it. Oh, what the hell was he thinking? Like, it's kind of nice to go back and see, all right, you know, this happened, that happened, like, picks-wise, like, where we're at. Like, it's just kind of a nice refresher from what we did this morning.
Absolutely.
Sure. All right, guys. Well, we'll leave you at that. Thank you, guys. We will see you Wednesday night.
See you Wednesday night.
See you.
Peace.